junkguysdfw. It's Sunday. I know it's a live video. I wanted to do a quick live video because I'm leaving Azle right now. We have 6 acres on this property. I have 6 acres on this property. And I wanted to kind of tell y'all about how social media came to be for me and how it worked for my business organically. Because not only locally did it help me build my business, but YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok all helped me build my business. One thing I want to show y'all really fast. This is the slab of my house, okay? It's 6,000 square feet of slab, and this house should be done and completed in by the end of this year. Hopefully, we're thinking December. We got the plans. We're getting the plans adjusting and stuff. And I kind of want to show people what social media did for my business. For 18 years, for a lot of people that think that I didn't build this business organically, right? And for people that live in an apartment or a home and eventually want to get out of that apartment home and move into like an actual house, right? And here's what I'm telling you guys, is that this was done organically. In other words, I never paid for an ad. I never paid for a boost on Instagram. I never paid for a boost on Facebook. I never had to, because I did everything organically the right way. And by the way, if you want to know what organically means in the actual definition of organically, it's when people Google, they use the 90% of the world. By the way, 90% of the world uses Google as their search engine, okay? So Google is 90% of the world's search engine, okay? So let me just tell you, if someone's gonna look up something, they're gonna look it up on Google, okay? So this is the second slab of the container. So that container is going right here, and it is an apartment home. It's gonna be 3 homes on the property, and this got put in yesterday. So I paid for this thing to get done yesterday right here, okay? I paid cash for this. This is $12,000 of cement. Isn't that crazy? It doesn't look like $12,000, but it is, because you got plumbing right there. That is $12,000 of cement. Let me show you something else that social media brought me. Not using Instagram, not using Facebook, not using TikTok, but my main one that I used was YouTube. Now, Facebook and TikTok, they helped around, but of course, we know I've been in business for 18 years and TikTok's only been around for a handful of years, right? Well, here's my container. These containers, all 3 of them together, were $14,000. I own 3 of these things, and they have windows, and there's the window somewhere back there. There's that container. And I want to show you also the 6 acres of land that I own. It's out there. There's my electric that nobody will turn on because nobody knows who owns this property, right? It's dumb. You know, when I built this business, I never put all my eggs in one basket. When I first started, I was using YouTube, and then I went from YouTube to Facebook, and then I used Instagram and TikTok, okay? TikTok and then Instagram. Instagram was the last one, because honestly, the only people who ever see me on Instagram are people like from high school that I know from high school. So there's my other one right there, okay? This is what posting videos, over 5,800 videos on YouTube did for me. This is what it did for me. All this land, that slab right there, and the other slab for the container. I'm easily growing this place, man. I'm easily growing this place. And it's raining right now, but I'm gonna finish this video really fast. This is what junk removal, YouTube, and social media does for you. Now, I'm gonna name you the social medias that helped me to get here. Which one did I use the most? My number 1 is YouTube, okay? My number 2 was Facebook. My number 3 was TikTok. Number 4 was maybe, I guess it's tied with like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, because honestly, it doesn't relevant, very relevant. I'm going to tell you, if someone tells you they built their business on Instagram and they're averaging 3 to 4 jobs a day, that's BS. It doesn't exist, guys. Because listen, they're still living in an apartment. They don't have land like what I do, okay? And that's just the honest truth. That is the honest truth, okay? I'm going to have to get in my truck. really quick. But I wanted to do this video to clarify things. Now, here's another one that a lot of people don't know. Junk Guys is in about 14 cities across the US, and we're about to open in Seattle, Washington. Whew, it's raining bad. Now, I want to tell y'all something that, let me wipe the screen down. Okay. My accounts that are across the US, all the ones that are across the US, nobody uses social media. Nobody. Okay? I'm sorry. Ads on social media. Nobody runs ads on social media. Okay? Everybody just posts content. There's a big old difference between posting content and making ads and boosting those ads on social media. Not Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Nashville, nobody in our 14 commission accounts across the US that I have, nobody pays for ads or pays for leads. Okay? As of right now, there's not one of the accounts across the US that does that. Okay? Every one of our websites, if it's Nashville or San Antonio or Washington, D.C., they all rank. They are all ranking on Google organically. Now, I'm going to put this to a test to everybody. If you don't believe me, here's what I want you to do. I want you to type in junk removal in your city and see if an Instagram or a Facebook post pulls up. Just see. All you got to do is see. And if it does, well, then you got me. Because they do not organically rank. Okay? Now, if you are getting jobs from Facebook or Instagram, it's probably because you're boosting them. And that's the only thing you can do. There are so many new companies out there, so many new people that think they have the solution. And all I'm going to tell you is that if you haven't been in business for a year, then you don't know what it takes to get to 5 years. And if you don't know what it takes to get to 5 years, you don't know what it gets to 10 years. And if you don't know what it takes to get to 10 years, then you definitely don't know what it takes to get to 15 years. And if you don't know what it takes to get into 15 years, then you don't know where I'm at. I've been doing this 18 years. And your idiocy, stupidity, dumbness, and retardation is beyond anything I can help you with, buddy. Okay? So if you're out there thinking that you're going to grow your business by boosting posts on Instagram and Facebook, yeah, you have Down syndrome or something's wrong with you, bro. It's just not going to work out, okay? Now, anytime, and I want to say this to be sure, anytime that you want to challenge or anybody wants to challenge Junk Guys with numbers or money or jobs, I have no problem. You have my phone number, 214-777-3095. You can contact me, and we can have that, wager, or we can have however it works for y'all. But if you think you're going to base your business just putting your eggs in one basket and make business off of that, that's not going to work out. Oh, by the way, you'd have to have less than a brain cell to not believe me on that one. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been doing this for 18 years. And I just showed you locally what I've done and what junk removal has brought to me. All this land, all these containers, my home that's coming up. Did I mention it's been paid cash? See, guys, I didn't finance any of this stuff. It's mine. I own it. And that's why it's taken me time to build up all this stuff. Okay? I also own a home. I do not live in an apartment like a lot of people do. I don't live in an apartment. I live in a home that I own. And I own this property. So I wanted for you to think about that. Is how much real estate, how much investment there is. And listen, I'm not even going to bring up the haunted houses that make junk removal look like crap. I'm just not even going to bring those up. But I will tell you, I show it to you so you can believe it. I just don't talk it. I show it so you can believe it. There's a lot of people out there that just talk a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. See, I can do that too. I can tell you that in 5 years, I'm going to be president of the United States. I have a chance to. Why can't I say that? I can also say that in about 5 years, I'm going to be a billionaire in this business. I can do that. I can say that. Why not? That I'm going to be in every city across the U.S. giving them free advice about junk removal. I can say that too. But until it's reality, then it's just words coming out of your mouth. Right? You gotta walk the walk, buddy. Anybody can talk. But can you walk? Can you make it happen? That is the difference between my business and someone else's business. Protect the man at all costs. Thank you, Chippy. Guys, don't believe all that crap you hear in videos and nonsense like that. It's worthless. They're not teaching you anything that I haven't given away for free. Okay? I have a course out there, a course that I sell for $1.99. It's on my YouTube channel. Take it. You need it if you're struggling. My course tells you everything. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with the $1.99 that you pay, $1.99. I'm going to donate that money during Christmas time when I give and donate to the homeless people in the Fort Worth Metroplex that I've been doing for the last 10 years. Then you'll realize the power of what Junk Guys has. Not only is my business locally, but it's nationwide. That's what 18 years of experience, 18 years of success has brought. So if you have less than a brain cell, I guess you should follow the other person. Don't follow me. See you later, guys. Have a great night.